sordid history. Are you seriously gonna ditch the vlog over one hotel?
This is different.
I also watch horror movies. That doesn't mean that I believe in everything that I see in them.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2018 found footage horror film, Followed. The film is directed by Antoine Lee and it stars Matthew Solomon, Tim Dreyer, Sam Valentine and John Savage. Now the film focuses on Matthew Solomon's character Mike, who is a content creator. He does vlogs where he kind of visits spooky and scary and haunted locations. He's quite controversial in how he does his vlogs and things like that. But this Halloween weekend, he's been basically told that if he can get another 50,000 subscribers, he will get this big sponsorship deal. So he goes to a cursed hotel. I think it's the Lennox Hotel or something that's got this very, very sordid past. So we see the whole setup. Well, we actually see somebody watching his vlogs on like a screen, and you hear like the heavy breathing, and you see this person kind of loading up like the different parts of his vlog, and then we go in and watch, and and we are part of those vlogs, if you like. That's kind of how it sets up. He takes three people with him. He takes Christopher, Danny, and I think someone called Nick, who's like his editor. And once they get to the hotel room, they start looking for clues of spooky things. And then they learn of something called the elevator ritual, which is actually a real thing, so I've looked it up on the internet. And if you go into an elevator and follow certain rules, go to different floors, etc., then it's supposed to kind of open a door to the other side. Mike does this, and from that moment on, it kind of unlocks the horrific secrets of the hotel, and each of their lives are then put at risk. Right, what are my thoughts on Followed? Well, this is actually a film I've had on my watch list for quite a while. I've been aware that this is like a found footage film. I think the main reason I've not really been in a huge rush to watch this one is like I don't recall anybody really going on about it or singing its praises. Sometimes I'll kind of be more urgent about watching a found footage film if someone recommends it to me or something like that. So this has kind of been sat in my watch list for probably over 12 months. But as I've kind of started revisiting found footage films again, I thought, well, now is the time to pull the trigger on this one, give it a watch. And what are my thoughts on Followed? Well, it's not, what I would describe as a bad found footage film. I think there are things here to enjoy. There are some genuinely creepy moments here and there. And it follows the structure of a found footage film fairly closely, the blueprint. You kind of accept why the cameras are there because he's doing a vlog, you know what I mean? The setup is very similar, in all honesty, to Deadstream. Now, obviously, Deadstream came out last year, and this came out in 2018, so you could say Deadstream stole this premise, maybe. Deadstream did it far better than this, quite simply. There's no argument, in my opinion. Deadstream, I thought, was very, very good, very entertaining, and very funny. This isn't trying to be funny, but the biggest problem I have with this film is the lead protagonist, Mike. I don't think it's anything to do with the actor Matthew Solomon. He's playing it how he's meant to play it. But he plays the most annoying and grating lead character I think I've seen in definitely a horror film and probably definitely a found footage film. He is properly annoying. Now, credit to the film, I suppose, and possibly his performance, that by the end of the film, you do feel slightly different towards him, but not a great deal, because this is one of those films that there are many times in this film where you or I would have left that hotel and never come back. I mean, there's so many things happening in this film, and his cameraman, if you like, Christopher, didn't even want to do it in the first place. He has to really convince him to do this, and then once the creepy stuff start happening, I couldn't understand why he chose to stay. And some of the others as well. I mean, I couldn't even understand how this hotel was even open in the first place. If all this creepy stuff keeps happening, why and how does this hotel manage to stay open? Another thing as well, I mean, it's one of those films that says it's based on true events, and again, how true are these events? I would have that debate with anybody, I suppose. I mean, I think it's a label they just like to throw on films. It might have some passing similarities or to actual real life events, but I've got my doubts. So it has its issues, this film. The protagonist is super annoying, and you really can't wait for bad things to happen to him. They try and make us connect to him a little bit more by him having a partner. I think she's called Jess, who we learn as the film progresses that she's pregnant. So they do. I think they might realise that, hang on a minute, this guy is pretty annoying. We need to kind of give the audience a reason to like him. Didn't work. I just really struggled with it, and it's a shame because I think if this film, I think, could have, I don't know, had a more grounded approach maybe to this film, I think I probably would have enjoyed it more, because there were some genuine scares here in there in the film. There were some moments that definitely made you, get a chill, if you like. There were moments here. I just felt like this character of Mike just diminished it, and kind of took away the legitimacy of your scares, because he wasn't taking it seriously. Almost right to the bitter end, you know what I mean? He wasn't taking it seriously. I just found that really annoying, you know what I mean? There was a number of things that would happen in this film that any sane person would have just said, nope, that's it. Forget the 50,000 subscribers. I'm off. Especially when he finds out as well that his wife is now pregnant. Not his wife, his fiancée is pregnant now. So it's decent, is this? There are definite moments here, if you're a found footage fan, where you will watch it and you'll get that vibe, you'll get that feel. And it does follow the blueprint pretty closely, but I think many of you will struggle to get past this protagonist, Mike. Super annoying. And I think the tone of the film doesn't lend itself well to you warming to his character. You could argue as well the character of Deadstream is super annoying, but is hilarious at the same time. So you really you get this connection with that character. I didn't get a connection with really any of the characters here in this film, so I really struggled when it came time to kind of start worrying about them. That wasn't there for me, which is a big problem with a film like this. So yeah, Followed is certainly a decent attempt at a found footage film, and I think it probably could have worked a bit better if they'd approached it slightly differently. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. I will be back with more reviews and content on the channel very soon.